this is just my own personal opinion and my tiny little mind. I think all these preservatives is what's making us so big. Because when we were growing up, we ate food, but we also got out and we went and we exercised. Go outside and play. and is that what your parents said? Go outside and play. Go on outside. Get out of my face. Go on out here. Go on out there and play. And we say now, we can't send the kids out to play. It's too violent out there. It's too dangerous. We got too many drive-bys. Well then, don't you think we need to get the kids that got these guns in their hands and show them that there's a better way of life? That's what I'm talking about, all of us coming together. Because I'm going to tell you this personally. If I see your children or your grandchildren out there acting a fool, oh, I'm going to check it. And when they tell me, you ain't my mama, oh, no, I'm not, but I'll whip your behind like I am, and I got good insurance. I got a good lawyer that can come bail me out of jail acting a fool out here in the street. There's no reason for these kids to be out here acting like this, but they're doing it because we are not demanding better. We have to demand better. That's our right. We are the new authoritative leaders, so if we want to demand better from them, we have to give better to ourselves, and we have to take better care of ourselves. This body is a temple now. Well, see, this is what it looks like now, but this was my more fabulous shot. And I said, that's why I built myself as the even more fabulous mother love, because though I was a fat broad, I was a fabulous fat broad. I was a fabulous fat broad, unhealthy, had one foot on the banana peel, the other one on the grave. Well, now I got both of them off the banana peel, and I'm a lot further away from the grave. I've got a chance. I got a fighting chance of my hair growing gray. Oh, y'all will never see it because I'm going to keep a wig out. But I have a fighting chance of not having a lower limb amputation. I have a fighting chance of not developing diabetic retinopathy. I have a fighting chance of not having to go on dialysis. I have a fighting chance of not having a heart attack. The people in my family had a heart attack because they didn't want to take care of themselves. They didn't want to get up and walk. They didn't want to quit smoking. They didn't want to quit drinking. They didn't want to move. They didn't want to cook better. These are the conscious choices that they make. These are the conscious choices that you make. And it's not going to happen overnight. You have to make a decision. Do I want to, and trust, we all going to drop dead one day. You know, we all going to drop dead. We can't get around that. I'm still trying to figure out how not to die. That's why I wrote books. Make movies. Because I'm like, well, you know, maybe my body will be dead, but Mother Love will live forever. Because I can always be a slot machine in Vegas. So, oh, you're like, oh, slot machine. I thought you putting some money in her slot machine. I have a fighting chance. So if you smoke, stop it. Because you are only making the tobacco companies richer. And let me tell you something. I went to a diabetes conference. They have this thing called the scientific sessions. I don't know if you all are familiar with this. The American Diabetes Association has it. And I went to the conference. Well, this is my second year winning. This was the most amazing thing I ever saw in my life. How many of you have gone to conferences before and seen it? You know, not just any conference. You know how they buy the booth space and, you know, they have to step out on the... These people had 2-story booth displays. Let me tell you something. If I were a pharmaceutical company, I wouldn't try to cure diabetes either. You know why? Because 90% of you all are not going to comply. Because you're going to make a choice and say, well, it's my life, I can do with it what I want to. And then when you get sick, when your kidneys fail, when your eyesight goes out, when they talk about cutting off your toe, and then a foot, and then your knee, and then your leg, and then my aunt had her leg amputated from here down because she did not want to comply. Now she's just laying in the bed. I'll go visit her. Auntie, come on, you could get up. Nope, I'm just waiting to die. That's a life. She is wasting her life. Her children are watching her go through this. She has a conscious choice. You have a conscious choice. I told you, I smoked cigarettes for 20 years. When I moved to California, they wanted $2 for a pack of cigarettes. I was like, where the naked man at? I know I'm getting something else for $2 for a pack of cigarettes. And $5 to $6, and you can die from them too. I don't think so. They're not trying to cure diabetes. They're not. What you can do is make sure you hold it at bay. Hold the complications at bay by taking care of yourselves, because it'll get to a point When you get to the doctor and you want them to play miracle worker, you want them to play God, you want them to fix all the bad choices that you made. Oh Lord, don't let me have to go on dialysis. Didn't we tell you 5 years ago if you didn't change your lifestyle and get up and walk, this was life? Yeah, but I ain't believe you. Well, come on, get yourself on in here surgery because we're going to take your kidney out and put you on dialysis. We're laughing about it, and a lot of times I have to laugh and keep crying. I really do, because I'm tired of us dying at an alarming rate. We have so many beautiful, talented people that will never get to reach their full potential because they are so busy mismanaging their diabetes. This is a lifestyle change. These are lifestyle choices. You can make little choices, and those little choices, if you do it today, just today, with your next meal, try that little plate action. Try not to eat and drink at the same time. It's a discipline. You did not hear me one time say, oh, this is going to be a piece of cake, it's going to be easy, you can do this overnight, it's going to be fabulous. Did you hear me say that? This is hard. It's hard and it's complicated. It is insidious and it is painful. But what's going to be more painful? You fighting for your life every single day, or you just watching it go by the wayside because you'd rather eat a ham hock? Because you'd rather not get up and walk? Because you'd rather eat a piece of cake? What's more important? A big old giant fried fish sandwich, or the fact that you can get to 70 and 80? I met a woman in here today. She said, Mother Love, I dropped 35 pounds. I'm 80. Here she is. Here's this beautiful woman right here. She told me, she said, I dropped 35 pounds and I'm 80 years old. My queen. I want to get there. I want to get there and look that good. And please don't take this the wrong way. I want to get there and look even better than you do, and that's going to be a feat. That's going to be a feat, because you have given me a marker to work with. Our generation and the ones behind us may never get to 50, may never get to 60. Nobody in my immediate family made it to 60 years old. I'm 52. That's 8 years from now. Well, I'm 52 and 3/4. That's 8 years from now. In 8 years, I plan on being on the back nine somewhere, learning how to play golf, with Tiger Woods or somebody. There are so many things I want to do. If I drop dead today, will you tell them that I had a great time with you, that I lived my life every single day, believing I can live to get to be 80 years old? I believe that. I believe that with everything in me. I believe that with my lifestyle change. I believe that with all the things that I have gone through. And I've been to hell and back. And I don't like it down there. It's not pleasant at all. I like pretty. I like being around beautiful people. I like being around kind people. And something liberating about hitting 50. You don't have to have a lot of riffraff in your life. You can move the riffraff out of your way. Move the riffraff of diabetes complications out of your way. Move them out of your life. You can do this. You can do this. And I can do this. And I have nobody in particular. But God showed me favor. And He will show you favor. When you start saying, I want to succeed, I want to get motivated, I want to jump up and down, and I don't care how old you are. This woman is 80 years old. I could probably take her, but she's 80 years old. It might not be an easy win now. I ain't saying she ain't gonna open up a can on me. She knows some stuff I don't know. We have to teach what we know to the next generation. There's a fear that the generation behind me won't make it to 50. When you're listening to kids talk about, and I speak to a lot of children, I say, well, what do you want to be when you grow up? Oh, Mother Love, I'm probably not going to grow up. I'm probably going to be a murder victim, or end up in jail, or something going to happen to me. I'm going to get some kind of disease. And I'm like, it's so disheartening. This is why sometimes I have to laugh to keep them crying, because a lot of these children don't believe they have a future. We have to show them by example. Each one of us teach one of us. We need to get back to that. I listen to the kids say, Mother Love, that's old school. Old school was all right school. Old school was learning school. We got all this modern technological advances, and our kids are sick at an early age. When I was growing up, it might have been maybe one fat kid in the class, maybe one. Now, you're lucky if you see a regular sized child in the classroom. And people are taking obesity like it's, just blood off, it's no big deal. But when you have children coming into the emergency room, blood sugar is 500. They got high blood pressure. That's what's supposed, diabetes type 2 and high blood pressure was supposed to be for old people. They're not going to even get there. It is our responsibility. My responsibility as Mother Dove, your responsibility as the leaders and the authoritative figures in your community. We have to take control. The politicians could give a flying kitty about it. They talk about cutting Medicaid another 5%. They're talking about, we already don't have health care for half the people in the country. That's a whole other issue. Don't even get me started on that one. But that's why it's imperative, and especially if you're underinsured or not insured, it's really imperative that you take care of your health, because the pharmaceutical companies are going to get paid. This is a $132 billion a year industry. Just think of what you're paying for your test strips. What you paying for your test strips? What you paying for your insulin? Just think, if you start getting control of that, you can keep a little more of that money in your pocket. And if you just feel like the need to, give your money away, you could call me. My number's on the back of those little cards. You could call me. I will spend your money wisely. And because that's what they're going to do, because they know. And they say 90% of people with diabetes, type 2 diabetes, will not comply with the lifestyle change. I say let's make them all liars. Yeah. I say let's out them all up. I say let's all get the AIDS. Because I'm going to need friends. And I don't know about you, but I need you. And quiet as it's kept, you need me. Because you never know when you're going to need some other night. I'm a phone call away. I wish you all I wish you all great health. I wish you great strength to take control of your disease and let you have diabetes, not let diabetes have you. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for inviting me to Walter Reed Hospital. I thank you for your time. I am Mother Dove. Be well. Be well. You know why that is? Because you guys are very easily entertained. I don't know what I'm doing.
We are going to be privileged to have Mother Love come and join us at the booth. Do you have questions?
Oh, yes, if you have. Yes, did you hear?
There'll be some questions. She'll be coming back as part of the panel. Another thing to keep in for. So she will be there. And because she came and spoke to us, speaking at this conference that is actually sponsored by the Diabetes Institute, you are now privileged to get the official Diabetes Institute hat, not just the size, for your beautiful coif. But this is
Honey, I know you can't get that, but that's okay. Okay, see, I promise. Oh, I won't. Thank you. Thank you so much. It is my honor and privilege and pleasure to be here with you all today.
Thank you so much. And you know what's interesting? She's speaking to you right before lunch.
So have you worked up an appetite? Okay, follow me to the food.
Speaking of lunch, what we're going to do is we are going to have, we have a little buffet there, some sandwiches, and there's also the vendors. This is your last chance to see the vendors. We did.
As long as you have questions, and we'll see how it goes, and be happy to answer anything that you have. So if you have a question, just raise your hand. We'll tell us who it's addressed to, and then we'll try and answer.